Good morning. We are about to start in about 5 minutes or less. So first, I want to thank you all for coming and helping us to celebrate your graduates. A couple of things I want to remind you of to help keep everybody safe and the ceremony going as it should. Please use the exits to go in and out of the tent. There will be a couple more that are going to be open towards the end of the ceremony. Because there's a lot of tripping hazards and we don't want anybody tripping and getting hurt. The other thing that we would ask is if you're going to take photographs, that you take them from your seats, please. There will be professional photographers that are going to be here, and they're going to take photographs of your graduate receiving their diploma, and those will be made available to you at a later time. We appreciate you so much for coming and helping celebrate your graduates. We're very proud of them, and I hope you have a great day.
You ready? Good morning, everyone. I'm Cheryl Lesser, the new president of Great Bay Community College. It is my privilege to open the 2022 graduation ceremonies and officially welcome all in attendance. I would ask that you remain standing as we welcome Julia Kananowitz, a graduating student who will offer today's singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Thank you, Julia. There's a lot of excitement. Thank you. All right. It is my pleasure to introduce the distinguished members of the college community and honored guests represented here on the platform and below. Please stand when I read your name and remain standing until all introductions have been made. The audience will please hold applause until everyone has been introduced. Starting on my right, Dr. Catherine Addy, Great Bay Community College interim president from August 2019 to March of this year. Christine Strong, chair of the Great Bay Community College Advisory Board. Holly Novoletsky, member of the Board of Trustees for the Community College System of New Hampshire. Sharon Harris, member of the Board of Trustees for the Community College System of New Hampshire. Stephen Slavensky, member of the Board of Trustees for the Community College System of New Hampshire. Tina Favara, Vice President of Student Success and Enrollment Management. Lisa McCurley, Vice President of Academic Affairs. Dr. Mark Rubenstein, Chancellor of the Community College System of New Hampshire. Dr. Elizabeth McClellan, Commencement Keynote Speaker. Bridget Whitman Murphy, graduating student and commencement student speaker. And in our front section, we are honored to have members from the Great Bay Community College Advisory Board, Christine Carberry, Michelle Halligan Foley, Brian Hughes, and Laurie Murray. As we look around the tent this morning, There are many people to honor and thank for getting the students to this special day. I would like to take a moment to recognize our distinguished faculty and staff. They have ensured that our students are prepared for their next academic career and life journeys. Please stand and be recognized. In addition, you may have noticed that some of our students wear special additions to their graduation attire. I would like to recognize these students. Please stand and remain standing as you are recognized. Phi Theta Kappa students. Honors students with a GPA of 3.3 or higher. And our veterans, thank you for your service. I've come to recognize in just 6 weeks at Great Bay that students, faculty, and staff are a passionate and compassionate people. They have shown strength, resilience, and intelligence to meet challenges in our classes, in our community, and in the world. The Great Bay community committed itself to provide the path for our students to achieve excellence and be prepared for the world beyond our doors. This is the mission of Great Bay Community College, to prepare students to meet life's challenges at all levels. And our hopes are that you become partners with us, with your communities, and beyond, to improve and ensure that we will all thrive into the future. Congratulations, class of 2022. It is now my pleasure to present Holly Novoletsky, member of the Board of Trustees, who will offer greetings from the board.
Good morning. My name is Holly Novoletsky. I am a member of the Board of Trustees of the Community College System of New Hampshire, and it's an honor today to be here to bring you greetings and congratulations from the board. Trustees provide stewardship and advocacy for the New Hampshire system of community colleges. As students, you may have little awareness of us. However, we are aware of you. You are the reason we serve. And we're proud to be here today to be part of your ceremony. You inspire us with hard work, your ambition, and your achievements. We appreciate the contributions that you've made to the Great Bay community. And most importantly, you're poised to make a difference, not just in your own lives, but in your community and your state. And for that, we're grateful and very proud. To those who celebrate with you today, the family, the friends, the faculty, and the staff, a special thank you for supporting today's graduates. For the faculty's dedication to the noble mission of teaching, for the commitment of the staff to help navigate the students' way through college, and to the family and friends of our graduates who have supported you and provided for you in a multitude of ways. Here in New Hampshire and in the national community, community colleges are increasingly recognized for the importance in supporting individual economic advancement and well-being for our society. Your choice to attend Great Bay Community College and your success here will serve you well as you head into your future. On behalf of the trustees, I offer our warmest congratulations.
It is now my honor to present our keynote commencement speaker, Dr. Elizabeth McClellan. Our keynote speaker has spent her entire career working as a global leader in nursing and healthcare administration. Having witnessed dramatic healthcare needs in many countries during her professional travels, She is a compassionate and innovative advocate for improving healthcare around the world. Dr. McClellan began her career in international healthcare in 1986, where she worked in the administration of a Level 1 trauma center in Saudi Arabia, developing a multinational nursing staff before moving on to build disaster plans for potential biological warfare during the Gulf War. With vision and tenacity, she eventually returned to the United States, ready to meet the challenges of worldwide medical supply deficiencies, working as a nursing administrator for Maine Medical Center and as an active board member and past president for the World Affairs Council. Currently, Dr. McClellan is president and founder of Partners for World Health, a Maine-based nonprofit organization dedicated to improving healthcare around the world by addressing medical supply chain issues. Partners for World Health has built an organization of dedicated volunteers who collect and recycle discarded medical supplies, has created collaborative healthcare partnerships in the United States and abroad, and helped them save money by lowering disposal fees, which positively impacts the environment. Born and raised on the Maine coast, Dr. McClellan attended American University and Northeastern University, earned graduate degrees from University of South Maine and Boston University School of Medicine and Public Health, and earned an honorary doctorate in public service from St. Joseph College. She is a registered nurse and has received numerous awards, including the Hanley Center Leadership and Humanitarian Relief Award, the Red Cross Real Hero Award, and the Outstanding Nonprofit Award. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Elizabeth McClellan.
Good morning, everyone. What a day, huh? Perfect day for graduation. So first I'd like to thank your president of Great Bay Community College, Cheryl Lesser, for her kind introduction, and also to recognize your chancellor, Mark Rubenstein, and members of the Great Bay Community College Advisory Board and senior leadership, and thank them all for their efforts so that all of you could reach this point in your careers, and welcome all of you to this year's graduation class here at the community college. To the family and friends in the audience, I want to acknowledge you for the sacrifices you have made and the considerable support you have provided over the years to help make this day a reality for the graduates. And to the professors and the teachers, please accept my thanks for your enthusiasm about their chosen professions and your thoughtful instruction and enduring wisdom you have imparted to the students. I must say it's rather impressive to be standing on stage with all of this education behind me, and it even seems a bit daunting as I look around and wonder how I ended up here. And I remember when your colleague, Professor Dulcinea, the director of School of Nursing, called me asking if I would be a speaker for your ceremony. And I was really quite surprised, and when I received that call, but also quite honored that you would consider me. I have been on that side, your side, of the podium many times in my career, listening to lectures, while finishing many degrees, but I never actually saw myself on this side of the stage before as a representative of my profession. And as I accepted your invitation, I began to realize that with acceptance comes the challenge of what would I actually say that might have some true meaning, that might possibly make a difference as you head out on new roads in your chosen professions. I recalled some of my initial feelings when I graduated so long ago. I was one of those students who graduated from college before going to nursing school, and then took the long way by going to one of the last diploma programs around back then. I never really wanted to be a nurse, but I had a mother who had a different idea when she realized that a degree in psychology offered me a job selling costume jewelry at Macy's. I was having a great time living alone in my flat in Boston, holding down a job, and I felt great and I felt so grown up, but my mother had a different idea. My direction changed pretty fast at her insistence, and if she were here today, I would tell her that it was the best decision that she ever made for me. It changed my life in ways back then that I never would have known. It has opened doors that I never knew existed, and it has given me the opportunity to reach deep into the hearts of people all over the world. As the past several years of my life have unfolded, I think about how fate has played a role in determining my path, and how educational opportunities open doors to my future and new roads to explore. All of this and more has brought me to where I am today. But there was really no true plan in this process. I did not write it down. I did not follow any steps. I just continued to walk forward, stepping over obstacles or any bumps along the way, remaining positive and walking down that road and never looking back. The unstructured path that was circuitous at best has offered me opportunities and experiences that I never could have imagined and has brought me to where I am today. And so I want to begin by telling you a story. On one of my many travels to Bangladesh, I was on a busy street, meandering through the back roads, headed to a hospital while horns were honking loudly, demanding their share of the road, all caught up in a traffic jam. It was a warm morning, and the sights and smells of poverty were everywhere. And on one of those muddy black back streets in the slums in Dhaka, I saw her. She sat motionless, her head bent, her hands clasped as though she was asleep on the side of the road. Many people were walking past her without acknowledgement on their own road to life. Those memories remain as I recall now years gone by, her hair matted, her clothes tattered, her skin wrinkled and weather-beaten, her entire life etched upon her face. She was disheveled and had been living on the street for a long time. Who knew when she had had her last meal or slept in a bed? This woman was nameless, she was faceless, and she was voiceless. And that woman has become my inspiration. I have had the opportunity to work in the Middle East, which opened doors to other countries and struggles so many people have in our world. And there are many instances, not just one, when I found myself on the back road in Sri Lanka or Pakistan or Senegal, visiting patients, absorbing the pain and the hurt and disbelief in their eyes that their lives could ever be so challenging. And I would step back to watch this unfold as I leaned against the back wall in awe, stunned by the hopelessness of so many and the inaction of so many more in our world who do nothing to lessen the suffering. And as I watched this all unfold, I was really overwhelmed, wondering, where do I start? What do I do? Do I change the bandage of the bleeding patient? Do I hold the crying child who was looking for her mother? Or do I offer solace and comfort to those who know that their husband has died? And so, as I look back on those moments in my life, so far away from the idyllic place where I grew up, and realize that my life's course, the life that had no plan, had been inspired by tragedies in our world that we never seemed to be able to fix. And I am haunted sometimes by the world's indifference. I have traveled the world for the past 30 years to places like the gutters of Sri Lanka, the hospitals in northern Pakistan where the Afghani refugees sought refuge during the Russian invasion, to Kolkata, where the lepers live on the side of the railroad tracks, and even war-torn Libya, the slums of Bangladesh, and the fields in Burundi, where women carry firewood on their back for 5 miles, and hospitals where people are so sick, lacking medication and dressing supplies, enough to change the wounds not just once a day, but once a week, where you find what it is like to have no hope. travels where you see the destruction of life, sadness, malnutrition, filth, and so much poverty and so much need. But it is not the deformities or the illnesses that you see. It is the broken hearts, the broken spirits, the lost souls, the despair, and the disbelief in people's eyes that life could ever be so bad. It is not easy to look into the eyes of no hope. But if we are to make a difference in our country and in our world, we need to do just that. And we need to have courage to stand up for what we believe in, because if you have the possibility to make an impact on one's life, you have the opportunity to make a difference on the lives of many. Because when you help a fish lady in Senegal, when she can get up the next day to gut the fish, to make a little money, to feed her children and send them to school, then so their lives will be better. You have changed a life and many. And you have to persevere, even if the going gets tough. If you believe in your vision, then stick with it and do what it takes to make it, even though it might take months and sometimes years, because if you do, that is when you will have the greatest impact. Yes, you will face struggles, but when you persevere, you will overcome those. And when you do, people notice, and they will believe in you. And all of a sudden, the power of your vision becomes their vision. Find that something and believe in something greater than your own self-interest and stick with it. And if you do, it will grow. Be the influencer. Be a person of good faith. And they will believe in the change, and they will believe in themselves and see the difference that they can make. But don't forget to show all that you meet compassion for life. Learn to feel the challenges of someone else's life. Feel the pain of those that are so less fortunate than all of us here today. Take the time to hold the hand of someone who is scared and listen. They need you at that moment, and you were put there for a reason. Never let an opportunity slip by, because that is your moment to make a difference in their lives. We do not have to change the lives of millions. We only have to be consistent and true to ourselves and impact the life of one. There will be a ripple effect. Those are the people who will inspire us to get involved in making our world a better place in which to live. We can make a difference in the world and have a huge impact if we let them into our hearts and our minds. Because somewhere on the back streets in the slums of Dhaka, Bangladesh, or any country for that matter, is a poor homeless woman sitting on the sidewalk all alone. And she does have a name, and she does have a face, and she does have a voice. Don't let that moment slip by, because we were all put there for a reason. I wish you all the best and a life full of energy and adventure and heartfelt commitment. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to present you this gift for being our keynote speaker this year, Graduation 2022.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I would now like to introduce Dr. Mark Rubenstein, the Chancellor of the Community College System of New Hampshire, who will offer a few remarks and present the 2022 Chancellor Awards.
Thank you, President Lesser. Greetings, graduates, families, and friends. And lest anyone think that I have forgotten faculty and staff, at this point in the careers of these students, if you haven't become friends, and in some cases practically family, I'll be surprised. As Chancellor of the Community College System of New Hampshire, I bring congratulations to the graduates, and congratulations and thanks to the friends, families, faculty, and staff who are instrumental in our graduates' success. It's an honor to be part of this celebration, in acknowledgement of your remarkable achievements and of the powerful resilience you have shown during this unusual and challenging time in our history. For a lot of students, we've talked about lost learning, the impacts of the pandemic, but you haven't lost. You've progressed and you've prevailed. So congratulations to each of you. To our graduates, there are few events in life that are celebrated with the ceremony surrounding college graduation. Today's ceremony honors the significance of your achievement and the value that New Hampshire and society places on higher education. It also signifies the opportunities ahead of you. You have invested your time, effort, and resources to get here. Take pride in your achievement, and yes, celebrate, particularly with the people who have supported and helped you, cheered for you, and worked with you. This tent is filled with pride, and walking in, you couldn't have helped notice, as I did, how much appreciation, respect, and pride your families and those around you have taken in your accomplishment. New Hampshire is a great state, and it's made great by the people who are here, who care about the state and care about their communities and invest themselves for a betterment of those around them. So look forward to the opportunities ahead for you. With your degree in hand, your certificate in hand, look for opportunities that are good for you, but good for those around you. I want to thank you for making the community college system part of your journey. It's been our honor to count you as a student, and it's now our honor to count you among our alumni. Take your next step with the same courage and determination and confidence you have demonstrated at Great Bay. And again, congratulations and best wishes to each of you. And at this time, I'm pleased to announce the recipient names for the 2022 Chancellor's Award for Service Excellence and Teaching Excellence. These awards were actually presented at a prior college event, but please stand when your name is called if you are present. The first award acknowledges our outstanding staff and faculty by their peers. The Chancellor's Award for Service Excellence was presented to Jenna Anand from our Advising and Transfer Center and Center for Academic Planning and Support. So if Jenna is here? Okay. And then the Chancellor's Award for Teaching Excellence was presented to Kelly McDonough from our Department of Nursing. I take particular pride, but no credit for the fact this year the community college system will confer degrees on 236 nurses, registered nurses. 37 LPNs, and over the last 12 years, over 3,000 nurses whose degrees were conferred by the community college system. So over the past 2 years, as we have struggled with health challenges through the pandemic, the role the community college system has played in this state for these communities is absolutely critical. So congratulations and thank you.
I'm now honored to announce the recipient names for the 2022 President Awards for Outstanding Adjunct Faculty and Outstanding Student. The recipient of the President Award for Outstanding Adjunct Faculty was nominated by a student and voted upon by her peers. The award is given to an adjunct whose commitment to Great Bay Community College serves student needs and the greatest interests of the teaching learning community. This award was presented at an earlier college event to Beverly Hodson from the Department of Fine Arts and Digital Media. Please stand if you are present. I guess a few of you had, oh, I'm looking the wrong way. The President's Award for Outstanding Student is presented to a student who has demonstrated academic excellence and has made outstanding contributions to the college and community. This year's award is presented to graduating nursing student Samantha Coombs-Pearce. Samantha, please come forward. The President's Award for Special Contributions is given to a faculty or staff member whose endeavors have made a significant difference at Great Bay Community College. The 2022 President's Award for Special Contributions is presented to Dr. Catherine Addy, who served as interim president at this college. I think still might be, because I have her cell phone number, and so she's on speed dial. Dr. Addy won the campus community's heart by being genuine, compassionate, trustworthy, and approachable. She provided calm, stable, and effective leadership during a pandemic. Many of you know that Dr. Addy was going to be with Great Bay for a short time. However, she agreed to lead the college for over 2 years. She did not shy away from making decisions and providing ongoing communication, showing a sense of humor and fun. She was known to bestow awards during the fully remote periods to the best Zoom background, best post to community board, and the most important, most hardworking pet assistant. All told, Dr. Addy ensured that the community was safe and that Great Bay continued to provide the excellent education and support that our students have come to recognize. Dr. Addy, please come forward and accept this award on behalf of the entire college community.
After having been on a stage like this for so many years, I never turn down an opportunity to speak up. I would like to thank everybody. Great Bay, this may be your first commencement, but I think it's my last, which is fine. It's taken me this many years to get to retirement that I failed 3 times, but I'm now there. This is a wonderful, wonderful institution, wonderful faculty and staff, terrific leadership. Our chancellor is doing a magnificent job on behalf of Great Bay and the other 6 community colleges. So there is a lot to celebrate today. Thank you so much. Great Bay will be forever in my heart.
Please allow me, with a few tears in my eyes, to present Lisa McCurley, Vice President of Academic Affairs, who will announce the recipient names for the 2022 Academic Department Awards.
Good morning. I'm pleased to announce the following Academic Department Awards for all degree programs. The award winners will please stand when your name is called and remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause until all of the names have been read. These students are hereby recognized for outstanding achievement in their respective fields. Accounting, Corey Mills. Bioengineering, Trey Loving. Biological Science, Jennifer Trussell. Biological Science, Desmond Kuhn. Biotechnology, Karen McCabe. Business Administration, Robert Pettis. Computer Technologies, Everett Brown. Criminal Justice, Matthew Pfein. Digital Media Communications, Eugene Hunter Fournier. Early Childhood Education, Alyssa Brahman. Engineering, Walt Gray. English, Catherine Maloney. Environmental Science, Holly Silva. History, Amanda Jennings. Hospitality Management, Direct Career, Allison Johannet. Hotel, Restaurant, and Event Management, Emily Morgan. Information Systems Technology, Charmaine Paycott. Liberal arts, Megan Curran. Nursing, Elizabeth Shaw. Psychology, Marianne Collins. Surgical technology, Alyssa Heitman. Teacher preparation, John Webb. Technical studies, Eric Robacher. In veteran technology, Rebecca Lahane. Please join me in congratulating these students. Thank you. You can have your seats. These academic awards will be available to pick up at the diploma table following the ceremony, so thank you.
I don't know if you've noticed, but at the beginning I asked students to stand up, and we just asked more students to stand up. A lot of students are standing up because the amazing excellence in this graduating class. One more round of applause. And if you haven't been up yet, your time's coming soon, because you've all reached academic excellence. Congratulations to all of you. Our next speaker is the commencement student speaker who embodies attributes that include leadership, civic, and community engagement, and engages in intellectual development through a process of inquiry and discovery. A student, hold on. A student speaker models these attributes through academic excellence and utilizes this honor to celebrate the accomplishments of their fellow graduates. At this time, please allow me to present Bridget Whitman Murphy, our 2022 Great Bay graduate and today's commencement student speaker. Bridget?
Good morning, and thank you for being here on this very hot day to celebrate all of us. I'm sure I speak for all the graduates when we say that we are so grateful that all of you are here today. I wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience at Great Bay and how I got here. Over 10 years ago, I sat in my high school guidance counselor's office discussing college plans. My mom was a single disabled parent and had encouraged me to consider community college to alleviate the cost of school. I asked my guidance counselor about it that day. He said, and I quote, "I wouldn't send a dog I liked to a community college." After that conversation, I applied to exactly 0 community colleges. I went to a state school. At the time, I didn't realize that I was suffering from undiagnosed depression and anxiety, which shockingly didn't improve in a new environment full of new challenges. When I realized I was struggling, I reached out to the school for help. They told me to ask my professors for extensions on papers, but beyond that, they had nothing to offer me. My health got worse, and when I reached out for help again, they suggested I take the rest of the semester off. That stretched into the rest of the year, and then I dropped out, too afraid of failure to return. I decided college was not for me, and that I would just do my best in life without pursuing the degree I had dreamed of. Several years later, my auntie Diana, who was in her 50s at the time, went back to school. She worked so hard to finish her degree while working full-time, and she did it. I started to think, if she can, maybe I can too. I stared at the photo of her, degree in hand, clad in cap and gown, and wondered if maybe college could be in my future after all. I knew that my only shot to afford school now, as a young working adult, was community college. I hesitated. I was fearful that the work I had done on my depression and anxiety wouldn't matter, that symptoms would return full strength under the pressure of work and school simultaneously. And my guidance counselor's comment from years ago still echoed in my memory. But my loved ones encouraged me, namely my best friend and my then boyfriend, who are both here today, and my mom, who is here with me in spirit. So I applied, I got in, and at the age of 24, I started my time here at Great Bay, attending part-time while also working 40 to 50-hour weeks, as many of you sitting in front of me have done as well. I told myself that community college would be good enough. I thought it would be better than nothing and would at least get my foot in the door for new opportunities. But I was, frankly, shocked to find that I was challenged here. I was up late studying, doing homework while the children I nannied for napped, and truly had to push myself in order to get good grades. It was far from the easy ride I had anticipated, and I loved it. I felt like I was getting the real college experience, and I soon realized that I was exactly where I was supposed to be. My first semester, I was taking a required writing course, and I missed the deadline for a paper. Remembering my previous experience, I assumed I would not be able to turn it in late and resigned myself to getting a 0. The following week, my professor, Dr. Mary Sullivan, noticed my class grade. "Why do you have a C in my class when you should be an A student?" she asked me. I explained about the paper I had missed, and she said, "Don't you think you should have just talked to me about it?" She gave me a week to do the paper for partial credit, and I left her class with an A and the realization that I may not be on my own here. I began to ask for help again, ready to be dismissed as I was years ago. And yet, I wasn't. I asked my professors for help when I didn't understand something, and they gladly went above and beyond to give it to me. I utilized the CAPS tutoring services and learned from my own peers. I went to the One Stop, where they seemed to know the answer to every question, or at least which department to send me to with my many dilemmas. When I struggled with stress, feeling overwhelmed, and my mental health in general, my teachers didn't turn me away. They listened and offered solutions, which allowed me to keep going. I emailed my student advisor more times than I can count those first 2 semesters, while I changed my plans and course schedule until I settled on what I wanted to do in my future career: work as a birth and postpartum doula. Only there aren't degrees in doula services, so I stuck with psychology, and my advisor encouraged me to ask my professors how I could relate coursework to my future goals. This was my second shocking revelation. I have a say in my own education at a school like Great Bay. My professors were thrilled to let me cater my projects and papers toward my future career. My nutrition teacher, Professor Andrea Loving, let me do my final paper on the dietary needs of people who are breastfeeding. And in human growth and development, Professor Fran Chickering allowed me to write one on shoulder dystocia, a common birth complication. In abnormal psychology with Dr. Sarah Lavoie, I did a massive paper on postpartum mental health issues in the United States. And most recently, under the guidance of Dr. Amy Heward, I performed a community-based research study on stress levels for pregnant and birthing people right here in the Seacoast community, research which I am hoping will one day be published. Great Bay's commitment to helping students doesn't end in the classroom. When my mother's health was declining, I reached out to staff here for help finding resources for her, and Brittany Mulkegian jumped at the opportunity to assist a member of the community. When COVID hit, all our staff worked hard to begin distance learning as soon as possible. The school sent out applications for grants for financial assistance to those impacted by the pandemic and subscribed to online therapy for students so that we could have free access to mental health care. This move hit particularly close to home for me. I once attended a college that strongly encouraged me to leave when I struggled with my mental health. And now the community college for which I once held such disdain was offering me free therapy. Great Bay has seen me grow so much during these years. When the boyfriend who once encouraged me to enroll became my fiance, my professor and classmates celebrated my engagement with me before we started class, like members of a strong community do. When I took a semester off to marry him, my advisor stayed in touch with me and helped me plan classes during a summer semester so that I could still graduate on my planned schedule. And I just have to add, while my professors and peers celebrated my milestones with him, he was encouraging me and celebrating my school success. Rick, thank you for everything. I wouldn't be up here without you. We did it. CAPS helped me sign up for placement testing this last semester so that I could utilize my existing knowledge for credits to lessen my workload during the home stretch. And when both of my parents passed away, my professors didn't hesitate to give me extensions on due dates and offered me their wisdom and sympathy during my darkest hours. The biggest difference between Great Bay and other colleges is not the lower tuition, it's not the smaller class sizes, it's not the incredible work of the staff members, or even the welcoming atmosphere of the students. What really makes Great Bay stand out is the way that they believe in all of us. They make academia accessible to people like me who may not have been able to succeed in a traditional college setting, or who know that there is more than one path to success nowadays. They challenge us to be our best, as all good colleges do, but what makes them stand out is that they provide resources to make our best more attainable to us. They elevate not only our intellect, but our spirit and our mental wellness as well. They cater to all of us from different backgrounds, going down different future paths, and make us work hard while teaching us to advocate for ourselves and help one another. My cap today has a quote from one of America's greatest songwriters. It says, "Long story short, I survived." And that's true, I did. But more than that, I thrived. I rose to the challenge, and I learned that this stigma society has surrounding community college is useless. We could debate if it's based in ignorance or misinformation or classism or the increasing inaccessibility of academia, but what matters most is that Great Bay breaks down those walls and proves the stereotypes wrong. Truthfully, I think most colleges, whether they be other community schools, state universities, or even Ivy League, could learn from this approach. I would suggest Great Bay to my friends, to my family, to my nieces, or my own future children. And yes, I would absolutely send a dog I liked to this school. They would all be lucky, as I am lucky, to be a Great Bay Heron, to be standing here today among hard workers who never gave up, all of us who remained resilient and determined and forged a path that was right for us with the help of an incredibly empowering institution of higher learning. We've worked tirelessly to be in these coveted caps and gowns. We had different ways of getting here, whether it took 2 years, 4, or 8, whether you're an adult returning to school after years away, going to career training after this, or getting your gen eds done before going on to a 4-year school, or if this is enough and you are done after you walk across this stage today. You never gave up, and I am honored to graduate alongside you. We put our blood, sweat, and tears into these degrees. I am proud to be a Great Bay Heron, and whatever path led you here today, I hope that you are proud as well, because you earned this. We all did. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2022.
Bridget, please know that we thank you so much for your words and accept our gift to you for being our student speaker. This is, I think, a few tears have been shed today and a lot of moments to take a breath. Well, guess what? This is the moment to take a big one. And
Will today's graduates please rise? President Lesser, I present to you the students of the class of 2022 who have fulfilled the requirements for a degree or certificate.
by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution of the State of New Hampshire and the laws of the State of New Hampshire, I have the honor to present the appropriate degree to those candidates who have met the requirements of the respective curriculum with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. You may be seated.
The following are candidates from the Associate's degree in Science and Accounting. Start walking. Isabella Edwards. Corey Robert Mills. Robert Allen Pettis II, also receiving the Associate degree in Science and Business Administration. The following is a candidate for the Certificate in Accounting, Joseph Rusas. The following are candidates for the Associate degree in Science and Biological Science, Jennifer Ray Trussell. April Analia Weeks. The following are candidates for the Associate degree in Science and Biotechnology, Luke T. Barker. Sophia Burke. Ian Hitchcock. Sarah Sloan Nolan. Julia Vanda. Giovanno Angao. Emily Brudell. Peyton DeBrio. Brennan DePold. Sidrine Frederica Deesh. Chloe Michelle Druzendal. Eliza Mary Fournier. Also receiving the Certificate in Leadership and Management, David M. Henry Jr. Julia Marie Kanowicz. Jacob Kildaris. Luke LeBlanc. Riley Sebastian Marino. Christina Vera Radcliffe. Ian Francis Stratus. Emily Weller. Julia Zouk. Emma Yvette Schweizer. The following is a candidate for the Certificate in Sales and Digital Marketing, Marcel Eaton. The following is a candidate for the Associate Degree in Arts and Chemistry, Desmond W. Kuhn. The following are candidates for the Associate Degree in Science and Computer Technology, also receiving the Associate Degree in Science and Engineering, Everett Brown, Jr. Also receiving the Certificate in Programming and Associate Degree in Science and Engineering, Walt Gray. Connor Armstrong McDonough. The following are candidates for the Associate Degree in Science and Criminal Justice, Kristen A. Fisher. Also receiving the Certificate in Homeland Security, Edward T. Hyde. Jasmine A. Arabia. Kelsey Marie Bunker. Hunter Fournier. Hannah Karen Patsos. Noah Fred Magnuson. Catherine Martell. Callie Seabrook. Kalea Valier. The following is a candidate for the Associate Degree in Science and Bioengineering, Trey Loving. The following is a candidate for the Associate Degree in Arts and English, Catherine Maloney. The following is a candidate for the Associate Degree in Science in Hotel, Restaurant, and Event Management, Emily Morgan. The following is a candidate for the Associate Degree in Science in Hospitality Management, Tourism, and Events, Nicole Knowles. The following is a candidate for the Associate Degree in Science in Hospitality Management, University Transfer, also receiving the Certificate in Event and Meeting Planning in Hotel Restaurant Management, Jordan Williams. The following are candidates for the associate degree in science and information technology: Luciano Camarasano, Jordan Alexander Hauser, Charmaine Paycott, Susmita Podell, the following are candidates for the associate degree in arts and liberal arts: Ryan Beaupre, Amanda E. Bonaventura, Nicole E. Polychronis, Lydia E. Tarnowski, the following are candidates for the certificate in massage therapy: Sarah Dillard, Devin Carpenter, Keely Shea Patricia McCabe, Brandy S.A. Pitt, Angela Tilley, Dawn Waits, the following are candidates for the certificate in motorcycle maintenance and repair technology: David Downs, John William Haley, Eric Hardy, Patrick Hill, John Keller, the following are candidates for the associate degree in science and nursing: Stacy Butrago, Ariel Camillo, Samantha Carey, Katie Lee Silly, Veronica Ava Conley, Samantha Coombs Pierce, Amanda Cuttenwire, Kayla Angelina Dubetsky, Armand Freegond. Emily Gorsuch. Jordan Marie Guptill. Haley Harper. April Diane Johnson. Becca King. Anne Lauren Knight. Laura Eve Lingar. Marie Lupoli. Colleen M. Martin. Victoria Martinko. Michelle Dawn Maynard. Elizabeth Morse. Jocelyn Pirelli. Sophia Diana Randall. Julie Richards. Leah M. Rogers. Elizabeth Lillian Shaw. Anthony Zeke Silver. Irina Sullivan. Elizabeth Ann Trazak. Jamie Lynn Wagner. The following are candidates for the Associate Degree in Arts and Psychology. Marianne J. Collins. Sarah Gonyer. Kaylee Meserve. Amanda J. Mitchell. Bridget Murphy. Haley Paige Nesbitt. Madison Perot. Gianna Angelina Portelli. Ryan Shaheen. Christopher M. Sullivan. Peyton G. Winder. The following are candidates for the Associate Degree in Science and Surgical Technology. Erica Andruhar. Lisa Marie Bergeron. Morgan Marie Call. Bridget Louise Fahey. Taylor Nicole Gray. Alyssa Nicole Heitman. Megan Alexis Heon. Logan Erin Katz. Ryan John Surdam. The following are candidates for the Associates in Teacher Preparation. Olivia Bragg. Jonathan Coddington. Sean James Smith. John Lawrence Webb. The following are candidates for the Associate Degree in Science and Veterinary Technology. Haley Cole. Serena Dutton. Ashley Opal Emery. Morgan Gage. Caitlin Taylor Jagia. Samantha Paige Keenan. Kristen LaFlame. Rebecca A. Lahane. Daniel J. LaRue. Emily Rose McGrath. Nicole Elizabeth Mendonça. Bonnie Miller. Jessica Brooke Miller. Madison May Murray. Whitney Zarek. Shaylin Taylor. The following is a candidate for the certificate in welding technology, Chad E. Powell.
Here's the best part. Will our graduates please rise? Move your tassels from right to left. Honored guests, family and friends, I present to you the class of 2022. Thank you, everyone who's worked hard to make this commencement special, and a salute to the family and friends of our graduates. This concludes today's ceremony, and we ask that guests remain seated while platform dignitaries, faculty, staff, and graduates have exited the tent. Please join us in the front of the college to toast your graduates. Thank you, and have an enjoyable day filled with celebration.